Many different circumstances may appear unstable. This instability is a part of a dynamic change that is occurring. Change requires the deconstruction of what has been in order for the construction of what will be. Humanity at this stage, upon this planet, has reached an evolutionary point where the psychology of people must change, where the psychology of individual ego orientation must give way to the unity and wholeness of the planet and all the beings that reside upon it. You are not separate from this planet. Your body is made of this earth. Your spirit may come and go from this earth, but your physical form remains of the earth. So you are a part of the evolution of Gaia, of the Mother Earth. You are her evolutionary edge as she moves towards awakened consciousness. But humanity, all of you, have become stuck, not through any wrongdoing, but it is a part of the evolutionary flow that one psychology appropriate at one stage of evolution will become destructive at another stage of evolution. It will be something that needs to be eliminated. So it is with the evolution of all things. And in the process of evolution, one form gives way to another. Those that cannot adjust fade away. The physical forms of human beings are not outdated, not inadequate, but their psychology of human beings is. Not only will the psychology change, but certain physical aspects will begin to evolve as well. So that portions of the brain not used in the past, or minimally used, only used by a few individuals, will become generally awakened in 99% of the people. As the psychology changes, so will the physiology of people begin to evolve. Human beings cannot remain as they were. The time changes, the circumstance change. The pressure of evolution, the evolution is nothing but the call of the cosmic nucleus, Purushottama, that pulls all living beings towards greater and greater proximity out of the physical material to the sublime. And that call is exerting itself on humanity at large, exerting itself on the very earth itself. And in the wake of that call, many changes are taking place. Sometimes that introversial pull of the cosmic nucleus it cannot be felt for hundreds of years, because though the pull is there, the evolution is stuck for the general masses. But then comes the breaking point where that changes. And so what has been building as a type of psychic, spiritual pressure suddenly strikes forth, and it affects the whole of the planet and all the beings upon the planet, living beings. Then when this type of evolution occurs, it seems to be an evolutionary jump, a movement from one state to another. And you are in such a jump at this stage. So naturally, when there is this build-up of pressure to evolve, to move towards the cosmic nucleus, and then there is the release of that pressure, great change occurs in the human society. And in the earth itself, there is an evolution from one type of existence to another. In this great transformative process, what has been fades and what will be comes into view. And so, in that way, you are growing, each person individually as well as collectively. And you have a choice. You can go with this movement, or you can fight it. Naturally, movement is destabilizing. And in that instability, people become afraid. Some try to fix the problem, looking at the future, trying to see how to prepare. Others try to fix the problem by finding the security of the past and holding to it, thinking if they can only return to what was, everything will be fine. But evolution does not go in that way. And there is no returning to the past. It is an illusion that is created. But it draws the hearts and minds of people because they want to feel that stability, that calmness. They want their fear assuaged. And so in a world that seems unstable and frightening, there are many who will choose to attempt to deny what is happening and cling to the past. Play the same games they have always played of power, greed, dominance, thinking that if they play them stronger and harder, then they can control the situation. They can stop it because they can deny it and they will succeed. So at this time you see the polarization of people. You see great changes and the potential and the warnings and the warnings and the warnings that there will be great destruction. If only we could change everything, if we could work together, we can stop it or at least minimize it. But in this polarization, there is not a tendency for humanity to work together. There is the rise of demagogues as people look to strong leaders to solve this problem, to return them to a time of safety. But it will not be long before there is no denying what is occurring. People can only live in this denial and this attempt to recreate the past for a certain period until it crumbles in the face of a stark reality. That point has not come as yet, but it will, rest assured. These are times of great change. And to weather these times and all the ways they express themselves, from those who feel frightened enough to threaten such things as nuclear attacks, to threaten the world in their desires to recreate the past, to find safety for themselves and people, and those who want to recreate it for their power, their prestige, their money, their greed. The forces of polarization are natural in these circumstances, but they will only go to a point, and then the stark reality will change everything. People can complain of immigration, but as I have said already, neither those who welcome nor those who fight off the immigrants will prevail, because the circumstances will become too eminent. In such times of great turmoil and change, you may ask yourself, what can I do? How can I weather these times and make a difference? What can I do? For it is the actions of each and every person that creates the dynamic change that will heal the humanity and the planet or destroy it. So what you do is relevant. In the process of this change, keep your eyes open and real to the future, Be fearless. Don't let fear determine your actions. Let love of all living beings and humanity determine your actions. It is time to act in the world out of love for living beings. And it is time to cling to the shelter of the infinite and bring that divinity close to the earth. For it is the longing of the human heart, the longing of the earth itself to move towards that infinite one that is at the core of all of this. This is ultimately a spiritual problem, bringing the love of the infinite to living beings, helping them to clear away the pain of fear and live in love, act in love. For it is the love of the infinite that is at the very heart of what is occurring. It is the love of the infinite which will heal the wounds. It is alignment in that love that will bring you into unity with the flow of the infinite and the evolution of the species. So look on the bright side. Do not be discouraged. Let your shelter be in your spiritual heart and bring that shelter to others. It is a shelter that nothing can penetrate. Nothing can disturb. It is a love and peace that can weather all change, all disturbances. The future of this planet and of humanity is great. The future includes a great peace, a great evolution. Human beings will join with others outside of this planetary sphere of influence. Humanity is preparing. The time is not far, but the upheaval is only part way through, and not yet to the extent that people cease to divide, cease to run, realizing it will not work, and face their future. Work together to make that a bright future. It will happen, you will see. So never be downhearted. The future of humanity is great indeed. And the technologies of today will become more subtle, so that the human beings leave not a footprint on the planet of destruction. The technologies that are developing will heal the wounds, the scars of this great evolutionary battle that is occurring right now between the forces that draw towards the cosmic nucleus and the forces that want to pull back and hold to what has been. All right?